Officer Association, Professor Dr. Kunkateli Yamamoto, Dean of Faculty of Business and Management Science in Maltepe University, Turkey, and Dr. Andrei Kulikov, Senior Lecturer at Mirea Russian Technological University, and Rajinder Singh Bawa, Pro-Chancellor of Chandigarh University, India, and also all of distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, may I first take this occasion to pay tribute to all the audience of this international webinar with the title Overcome Digital Transformation and Technology Innovation on Industry and Entrepreneurship, held by STEKOM University, collaboration with Maltepe University, Turkey, Marian Russian Technological University, University India, and also Indonesian Professional Teacher Association. It is a great pleasure and an honor for me to deliver this welcome remark at the opening of this international webinar. May I first take this opportunity to express my gratitude and appreciation, as well as extend a cordial welcome to all audience, in particular, all the speakers of today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, the topics of today's webinar is all about digital transformation and innovation technology. Now, we are in the revolution industry 4.0 era. Industry 4.0 emerged from the idea of the fourth industrial revolution, where technology has been basis in community activities. Processes in this area are carried out by automation system in all the activation process, where the development of internet technology is increasingly developing not only connects people around the world, but also becomes a basis for the process economic trade transaction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Industrial Revolution 4.0 is a new technological advancement that integrates the physical, digital, and biological world, where there is a fundamental change in the human's way of life. With the rapid development of technology that has experienced breakthrough in all disciplines, including the field of artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, biotechnology, internet-based technology, has an impact on human life that can increase the economic growth too. The impact of economic growth has increased in the 4.0 industrial revolution, where this can be seen from many business people and entrepreneurs who utilize the information technology, so that the best principle of industrial design 4.0 are known as the digital revolution because of the proliferation of computers and automation and connectivity in a field. With the Industrial Revolution 4.0, there is an increasing influence in the economic sector, where the sector opens opportunities for the entrepreneurship and micro, small, and medium enterprise. Increased rapidly, thus giving an impact on entrepreneurship for economic independence. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope through this webinar we can overcome the problem that may happen in the digital transformation and technology innovation are especially in the industry sectors. To conclude, I would like to extend my appreciation to the International Affairs Organization of STEKOM University for making this international webinar. As finally, I wish you to enjoy the webinar today. Let's pray, and all our effort remains in the blessing of Almighty. Amen. Thank you very much.
Oke, terima kasih atas sambutan yang luar biasa untuk mengawali webinar internasional pagi ini. Untuk opening speech yang kedua adalah dari beliau, Bapak Edi Siswanto, SPD MPD. Beliau merupakan Chairman of Indonesian Vocation Teacher Association atau Ikatan Guru Vokasi Indonesia. Untuk Bapak Edi Siswanto, SPD MPD, waktu kami persilahkan.
Terima kasih.
Selamat pagi.
Ya, Mbak Azida ya, yang saya hormati. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih atas waktu yang diberikan. Permisi untuk narasumber dan Rektor Sekom yang saya hormati. Welcome Overcome Digital Transformation and Technology Innovation on Industry and Entrepreneurship. Yang saya hormati Profesor Dr. Gonza Teli Yamamoto from Turkey, Dr. Andrei Kolikov from Russia, and Profesor Dr. Rajinder Singh Bawa from India. Mohon izin untuk menampilkan PowerPoint yang akan saya tampilkan, Bapak Ibu. Ini apakah sudah kelihatan nih, Bapak Ibu? Belum ya?
Belum.
Sudah ya? Apakah sudah kelihatan Bapak Ibu? Sudah ya?
Belum kelihatan Pak.
Belum. Sudah ya? Sudah ya Bapak Ibu ya? Sudah ya? Terima kasih Bapak. Ini langsung ya? Langsung mohon ya? Pakai no translate atau langsung mohon bahasa Indonesia ya? Ini perkenalan dari saya. My name is Edi Santo. Jelas ya suara saya ya, Bapak ya? Okay. Ini organization from Chairman of the Indonesian Vocational Teachers Association. Profesi sebagai vocational teachers for automotive like vehicle engineering at SMK Negeri 4 Kendal Center Java. Lecturer of Vocational Distance Education, Automotive Mechanical Engineering Education IFET University Semarang. Education S1 Mechanical Engineering Education IFET University Semarang. S2 Magister Educational Semarang State University and Kandidat Doktor in Educational Management Semarang State University. Jelas Bapak Ibu ya? Suara saya ya? Tidak kelihatan? Halo?
Oh ya, ini saya translate ke bahasa Indonesia juga ya Pak ya?
Oke. Siap.
Di sini kan tulisannya pakai bahasa Inggris.
Siap.
Oke, beliau adalah Bapak Edi Siswanto. Oke, terima kasih Pak. Beliau adalah Bapak Edi Siswanto. Gimana Pak? Ya?
Lanjut.
Oke, untuk beliau, organisasi beliau adalah, oh ya.
Lanjut.
Iya, silakan lanjut Pak.
Baik, yang pertama di tahun 2015 ini tercatat Indonesia memiliki angkatan kerja 55 juta tenaga kerja ya. Ini menurut survei dari ASEAN Development Bank tahun 2015. Kemudian berdasarkan Master Plan Percepatan dan Peningkatan Pertumbuhan Ekonomi di Indonesia MP3EI, dari jumlah tersebut masih akan dibutuhkan 113 juta tenaga kerja terampil hingga tahun 2030 dengan penambahan rata-rata 3,2 juta per tahunnya. Hal ini sebagai tantangan yang besar bagi pendidikan vokasi, ya khususnya untuk bisa dijawab dalam menghadirkan suatu konsep pendidikan vokasi untuk praktek dalam proses pembelajaran yang mengedepankan unsur praktek dan teori ya, yang mana ini kemudian dikenal dengan pendidikan vokasi. Maka dari itu dari PPT ini nanti kami akan menyampaikan tentang pendidikan vokasi untuk mempercepat atau mendukung revolusi industri 4.0. Kemudian halo?
Iya, Pak.
Lanjut ya. Gimana Bapak? Gimana Pak? Lanjut Pak? Atau ditranslate dulu?
Iya, silakan. Dilanjut aja nggak apa-apa.
Dilanjut aja.
Sudah bahasa Indonesia.
Oh gitu.
Iya.
Kemudian jumlah angkatan kerja tahun 2020 ini sebanyak 138,22 juta orang. Ini naik menjadi 2,36 juta orang dibanding Agustus 2019 ini. Ini kenapa ini terjadi? Ya, ini nanti karena ada faktor pendorong yaitu di era pandemi ya, sehingga terjadi tingkat partisipasi angkatan kerja ini naik menjadi 0,24%, yang kemudian juga berimbas kepada tingkat pengangguran terbuka ini di Agustus 2020 ini menjadi sebesar 7,07%, meningkat 1,84% dibanding dengan Agustus 2019. Kemudian penduduk yang bekerja sebanyak 128,45 juta orang, turun sebanyak 0,31 juta orang dari Agustus 2019. Lapangan pekerjaan yang mengalami peningkatan persentase terbesar adalah sektor pertanian 2,23% poin. Kemudian sektor yang mengalami penurunan terbesar yaitu sektor industri pengolahan 1,30% poin. Dan sebanyak 77,68 juta orang atau 60,47% bekerja pada kegiatan informal, naik 4,59% dibanding Agustus 2019. Nah, kemudian setahun terakhir ini presentasi pekerjaan ya ini mengalami terjadi pergeseran yaitu antara setengah pengangguran dan persentase pekerja paruh waktu yang masing-masing menjadi 3,77% dan 3,42%. Sehingga terdapat 29,12 juta orang atau 14,28% penduduk usia kerja yang terdampak COVID-19. Ini terdiri dari pengangguran karena COVID-19 ini 2,56 juta orang. Bukan angkatan kerja karena COVID ini 0,76 juta orang. Sementara tidak bekerja karena COVID 1,77 orang. Dan penduduk bekerja yang mengalami pengurangan jam kerja karena COVID ini ada 24,03 juta orang. Rata-rata upah buruh sebesar 2,76 juta per bulan, rata-rata upah buruh laki-laki 2,98 juta rupiah dan rata-rata upah buruh perempuan sebesar 2,35 juta. Kemudian buruh tertinggi dikategorikan dalam bidang pertambangan dan penggalian ini sebesar 4,48 juta. Terendah kategori jasa lainnya yaitu sebesar 1,69 juta. Terdapat 7 dari 17 kategori lapangan pekerjaan dengan rata-rata upah buruh lebih rendah daripada rata-rata upah buruh nasional. Rata-rata upah buruh berpendidikan tinggi ya, ini sebesar 4,24 juta, sedangkan buruh berpendidikan SD ke bawah 1,65 juta rupiah. Kemudian menurut kelompok umur rata-rata upah buruh tertinggi sebesar 3,6 juta. Ya, kemudian ini di usia 55 sampai 59 tahun, sedangkan terendah ini 1,56 juta. Nah, rata-rata buruh ini kemudian juga terakhir turun menjadi 5,20% dari 2,91 juta menjadi 2,76 juta. Penurunan tertinggi pada kategori penyediaan akomodasi dan makan minum sebesar 17,28%. Nah, sementara di satu sisi yang lain adalah seperti dalam bahasan tema webinar kali ini yaitu terjadinya disrupsi atau kesiapan menuju revolusi industri 4.0 ini tidak bisa terelakkan. Sehingga Indonesia ini merupakan negara yang berpendapatan menengah ke bawah ini 70 sampai 80%. Ini angkanya, ini masih low middle income ya. Sementara ini di Kamboja itu berarti sekitar 80% ya, itu adalah berpendapatan rendah, ini masih lebih rendah daripada Indonesia ya. Indonesia masuk kategori lower middle income, kemudian di Malaysia ini sudah upper middle income, berpendapatan menengah dan ke atas, ini sekitar 80% ya. Kemudian di bidang lain adalah high income, ini di negara-negara maju tentunya. Kemudian juga paradigma baru terjadinya disrupsi teknologi dan revolusi industri ini adalah perlu kita cermati bersama, terutama di dunia pendidikan vokasi, bahwa ada beberapa perubahan disrupsi ya, ini sudah dirasakan saat ini, berbagai jenis pekerjaan baru yang mensubstitusi atau menghilangkan pekerjaan lama ya. Sebagai contoh, pekerjaan lama ini seperti tenaga penjualan itu akan diganti dengan broker, manajer pembelian diganti dengan web developer, juru gambar teknik diganti dengan kreator atau developer, teknisi diganti dengan drone operator, staff general ini akan diganti dengan smart chief listener, programmer akan diganti dengan smart cattle manager, manajer layanan IT diganti dengan big data analis, dan selanjutnya ya seperti di dalam slide ini. Nah, kemudian juga yang perlu dicermati adalah berbagai pekerjaan yang dahulu menjanjikan di masa depan ini akan berkurang, bahkan sudah tidak dibutuhkan lagi ya. Ini sebagai contoh, pekerjaan-pekerjaan ini yang mulai tahun 2017 sampai 2020 itu akan tumbuh seperti trainer, perawat, manajer keuangan, pengacara, agen penjualan dan pemasaran, analis dan preset pasar, ya, kemudian manajer personalis dan SDM, perawat, dokter dan pengembang sistem perangkat lunak dan layanan berita reguler. Namun demikian di sisi yang lain akan menurun, yaitu manajer administrasi, mekanik, tukang cetak, operator radio, pengantar surat, sopir perusahaan, ya, petugas ekspedisi, pekerja pabrik, manual dan sebagainya dan selanjutnya ya. Kemudian di tahun 2026 diprediksi yang akan datang 2026 sampai 2030 itu pekerjaan akan tumbuh, yaitu perancang dan pengendali robot, pemrograman kecerdasan buatan, perancang dan pengendali mesin otomasi, perancang software hiburan dan game online. Sementara akan hilang ya, itu ahli las, staf akuntan, operator mesin, sopir truk, ahli mesin dan sebagainya. Nah, maka dari itu dicermati sesuai dengan instruksi Presiden atau Impres nomor 9 tahun 2016 tentang revitalisasi sekolah menengah kejuruan atau SMK, yang mana di dalam Impres ini itu merupakan wujud komitmen pemerintah dalam upaya untuk mengatasi semua problem pendidikan vokasi dalam rangka untuk menghadapi era disrupsi revolusi industri 4.0. Impres ini merupakan refocusing program dan kewenangan kementerian atau lembaga untuk melakukan revitalisasi pendidikan vokasi, terutamanya di SMK. Ada beberapa potensi yang patut kita cermati sebagai sumber daya yang perlu kita andalkan atau perlu kita gunakan ya. Yaitu adalah sumber daya yang besar di bidang SMK, ada kurang lebih SMK negeri dan swasta sampai 2020 itu sudah 14 ribuan ya. Kemudian perguruan tinggi vokasi ini juga sudah hampir 2 ribuan lebih. Kemudian juga beberapa pelatihan atau BLK ini sudah menunjukkan angka 2 ribuan. Kemudian jumlah peserta magang ini juga luar biasa besar, 69,35 orang. Ini di tahun 2017. Kemudian jumlah sertifikasi ya yang sudah terlaksana di tahun 2017 itu 395.000. Kemudian jumlah pelatihan peningkatan produktivitas itu 12.085 orang ini di tahun 2017. Guru atau pelatih ini sejumlah 10.365. Ini telah mengikuti program keahlian ganda di pusat belajar atau BPPPV. Kemudian juga output yang dicapai melalui penganggaran di tahun 2016-2017 yang tidak kurang dari 10-12 T, bahkan di tahun 2020 ini terjadi peningkatan yaitu 53 triliun kurang lebih ya. Ini estimasi tahun 2016-2017. Potensi yang kedua adalah kerjasama luar negeri, potensi pendidikan vokasi ya seperti di kegiatan webinar kali ini, harapannya ini bisa ditindaklanjuti sebagai sustenabilitas ya, jalinan kerjasama baik nanti di G2G maupun di organisasi profesi guru, ini tidak menutup kemungkinan untuk bisa ambil bagian untuk ikut memasarkan tamatan lulusan SMK baik di dalam maupun di luar negeri, seperti yang sudah berjalan ini di tahun 2016 ini sudah kerjasama dengan Inggris ya. Kemudian Mendikbud RI dan Menteri Pendidikan Kebudayaan ini dengan Belanda di tahun 2017. Di tahun 2017 itu kemudian disusul dengan kerjasama dengan Singapura. Kemudian di tahun 2017 ini 28 November ini juga kerjasama dengan Cina. Kemudian disusul dengan kerjasama Kanselir Jerman ya, ini dengan Bappenas, kemudian dengan Inggris dan dengan Swiss ya, beberapa negara maju. Termasuk nanti mungkin bisa ke Turki, bisa ke Rusia dan bisa ke India. Potensi berikutnya adalah tenaga kerja ya, demand tenaga kerja di Indonesia ini juga mempunyai potensi yang sangat luar biasa. Jadi di Indonesia ini sudah mempunyai kawasan ekonomi khusus ini 8 titik ya, dengan proyeksi kebutuhan tenaga kerja sekitar 594.000 lebih. Kemudian kawasan industri prioritas ini ada 14 titik, kemudian daerah 3T terluar dan terdepan ya. Ini ada 122 kabupaten yang masih tertinggal dan ini masih butuh sentuhan di dunia pendidikan vokasi. Kemudian proyek listrik 35.000 megawatt ini ada di 77 wilayah yang ini masih membutuhkan 650.000 tenaga kerja. Proyek tol laut ini ada 74 lokasi ya, kemudian ini membutuhkan tenaga kerja 700.000 tenaga kerja. Proyek infrastruktur ada 246 proyek ya, ini membutuhkan 230.000 tenaga kerja. Yang berikutnya adalah rencana pengembangannya untuk di tahun 2019 ini ada beberapa yang dilakukan, yaitu strategi di tahun 2018 dan di 2018. Sementara ini kita akan melaksanakan perencanaan vokasi menjadi industry driven atau demand and driven ya, dan tidak hanya pendidikan vokasi tapi juga pelatihan vokasi ini akan didorong sehingga terdapat atau menghasilkan satu progres dalam definisi lingkup pendidikan vokasi ini benar-benar bisa terasa ya, karena beberapa penelitian membuktikan bahwa negara maju adalah negara yang ditopang oleh pendidikan vokasi kurang lebih 60%. Ya. Maka dari itu kami hadir ya di Indonesia ini dengan pentingnya organisasi guru vokasi dalam upaya untuk mempercepat ya, mengakselerasi kepentingan-kepentingan era disrupsi, era revolusi industri ini, yaitu hadirnya dengan Ikatan Guru Vokasi Indonesia atau Indonesian Vocational Teachers Association adalah sebagai sebuah organisasi profesi guru yang bersifat sosial. Keberadaannya ini mengurusi masalah pendidikan di bidang vokasi, akan mengakselerasi program pemerintah lewat Dirjen Vokasi dan mewujudkan revitalisasi SMK Inpres nomor 9 tahun 2016 dan menjadi mitra kritis pemerintah untuk bidang kebijakan di pendidikan vokasi. Karenanya kelahiran IGVI ini dilatar belakangi belum link match-nya lulusan SMK dengan industri, dunia usaha dan kerja. Ini akan kita coba menjalin sebagai core value antara program IGVI dengan program Direktorat Vokasi, yaitu perkawinan massal atau kemitraan IDUKA ya, dengan SMK dengan industri. Dan juga update karena masih kurangnya kompetensi dan profesionalitas guru SMK, kesenjangan penguasaan dan perkembangan teknologi di IDUKA dengan di SMK ini masih terbuka lebar ya. Maka dari itu hadirnya IGVI ini menjadi organisasi profesi atau orprof guru kejuruan yang mandiri, profesional, inklusif, berwawasan global, mencerdaskan dan berkarakter luhur kebangsaan. Adapun misi dari IGVI itu adalah melaksanakan diklat, kerjasama kemitraan dengan IDUKA, baik dalam maupun luar negeri, menjembatani komunikasi guru, sharing pembelajaran best practice pendidikan, mendukung upaya penjaminan pengontrolan dan perbaikan mutu guru, membangun budaya literasi, numerasi, finansial, dan penguatan karakter, memfasilitasi guru mengembangkan keterampilan pembelajaran abad 21, melaksanakan kegiatan yang berkaitan dengan bidang IT untuk mendukung profesionalitas guru, mengupayakan kesejahteraan guru melalui jalur legal konstitusional, memfasilitasi pengembangan publikasi ilmiah dan karya inovatif dan teknologi tepat guna, menciptakan ekosistem pendidikan yang sehat, bermartabat, maju, dan independen. Adapun maksud didirikannya IGVI ini adalah sebagai tempat organisasi profesi atau orprof guru vokasi yang solid, kuat, profesional di bidang pendidikan vokasi, menjadikan orprof guru vokasi sebagai wadah berhimpun yang bersifat sosial kemasyarakatan, menjadikan orprof guru vokasi yang mensejahterakan, memberikan pengawasan dan perlindungan terhadap anggotanya. Tujuannya adalah sebagai tempat sharing, berbagi iptek, seni peningkatan kompetensi dan skill, wahana urun rembuk kemajuan dunia pendidikan khususnya dunia vokasi, berbagi pengalaman, metode dalam best practice peningkatan mutu pendidikan vokasi, sebagai jembatan dan kemitraan kerjasama SMK dengan IDUKA atau dunia usaha dunia industri, sebagai tempat forum silaturahmi, berbagi informasi dan menjalin komunikasi, sharing and growing together, diskusi dan diseminasi hasil-hasil penelitian BTK, pengalaman mengajar, pembuatan bahan ajar, pengembangan bahan ajar, media pembelajaran, maupun manajemen pendidikan dan hal-hal lain yang terkait dengan pendidikan vokasi di SMK. Adapun kami mengajak kepada seluruh guru di SMK, baik formal maupun non formal, guru atau instruktur kejuruan atau kursus di LPK, dan pihak-pihak yang peduli terhadap kemajuan pendidikan dan vokasi untuk sama-sama berjuang dan membesarkan organisasi IGVI ini dalam wadah IGVI, maju bersama dalam membangun Indonesia dengan menguatkan vokasi sebagai pilar kemajuan bangsa dan negara. Vokasi kuat menguatkan Indonesia. Maka dari itu izinkan kami menutup, sebelum menutup ini untuk membacakan pantun. Jalan-jalan ke kota Bekasi, jangan lupa beli terasi. Vokasi itu memang seksi, lulusan SMK banyak dinanti. Akhirul kalam. Kurang lebihnya mohon maaf dan terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih atas opening speech-nya. Ternyata materinya, ternyata ada materinya juga ya Pak Edi ya?
Iya.
Dan luar biasa sekali ya Pak Edi. Tantangan disrupsi teknologi dan industri 4.0 ini jadi membuat 70-80% pekerjaan pendapatan menengah ke bawah yang terancam otomasi ya Pak?
Iya, betul.
Oke, terima kasih untuk opening speech-nya Pak. Saya lanjutkan ke acara yang selanjutnya. Untuk acara yang selanjutnya adalah acara inti kita, yaitu pemaparan materi dari narasumber yang pertama, Dr. Andre Kulikov. Beliau merupakan senior lecturer di RTU Miria Rusia, Agency for Strategic and Initiative, Regional Expert Federal Register of Scientific and Technical Expert, and beliau juga kandidat of technical
Hello. Excuse me. Can you answer the question? How the quality of my voice?
Mr. Andre, hello.
Hello.
Are you standing by here? Okay.
Yes. How quality of my answer?
Not all audience can understand about English language, so for your presentation, for your PowerPoint material maybe per page, and then give me a minute to translate that into Indonesian language, and then continue again until finish.
Today, main theme of the conference is industry. When we talk about that, we should think about smart factory. The concept of smart factory, smart manufacturing, factory of the future have appeared quite recently and do not yet have strictly defined meanings. Now they are used as synonyms, though the concept of a factory of the future is more extensive and includes not only smart production, but also virtual and digital enterprises. Federal Institute of Standards and Technology defines smart manufacturing as fully integrated enterprises and manufacturing system that are capable and of responding in real time to change production conditions, supply chain requirements, and customer needs. In this definition, the main thing in the real time is quickly goal achieved through the intensive and comprehensive use of information technologies and cyber physical systems at all stages of production and delivery. Smart manufacturing, along with the industrial Internet of Things,
Hello?
is at the
Mr.
heart of
Andre?
Industry 4. This name was
Mr.
given
Andre, sorry.
to the program of the German government for the development of high technologies. A characteristic feature of Industry 4 is fully automated production facilities. We all process and are managed in real time and taking into account changing external conditions. Excuse me. Digital factory. The main task of the digital factory is to develop models of manufactured products using digital design and modeling tools. These tools are used at the stage of research and development and end up creating a digital mock-up, digital twin, a prototype.
Okay.
This relies of small series of individual products customized to customers' requirements.
Mr. Andre?
Smart factories are aiming at mass production of products, but while maintaining maximum production flexibility. This is ensured due of the high level of automation and robotization of the enterprises. Automated control systems for technological and production process are widely used. Industrial Internet of Things technology provides machine-to-machine interaction of equipment. The production assets on an enterprise is equipped with sensor and communication facilities operating on the IPCs. And about Virtual Factory. Virtual Factory is a network of digital and smart factories that also include suppliers of materials, components, and services.
Excuse me, Mr. Andre? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I will translate this in Indonesian first.
Okay. Maybe I can stop?
Okay. Just, yeah, wait a minute. I will translate this first and then you can continue again.
Okay, thank you.
Oke, oke. Untuk yang pertama adalah, untuk yang paling atas adalah connected atau terhubung. Jadi secara terus-menerus ini menarik dataset tradisional bersama dengan sensor baru dan dataset yang berbasis lokasi. Selanjutnya adalah data real time, itu memungkinkan kolaborasi dengan supplier dan pelanggan. Dan selanjutnya lagi adalah kolaborasi lintas departemen, misalnya feedback atau umpan balik dari produksi hingga pengembangan produk. Selanjutnya ada poin dioptimalkan, yaitu kapasitas produksi yang andal dan dapat diprediksi. Ada peningkatan waktu operasional aset dan efisiensi produksi dan penanganan bahan sangat otomatis dan meminimalkan interaksi manusia, juga meminimalkan biaya kualitas dan produksi. Selanjutnya adalah poin transparan. Metrik dan alat langsung untuk mendukung pengembalian keputusan yang cepat dan konsisten. Ada juga hubungan real time dengan prediksi permintaan pelanggan dan pelacakan pesanan pelanggan yang transparan atau membuat hal ini lebih mudah. Selanjutnya adalah proaktif, yaitu identifikasi dan resolusi anomali yang prediktif, penyetokan ulang dan pengisian secara otomatis. Jadi semuanya udah otomatis. Selanjutnya adalah identifikasi awal masalah, kualitas supplier, pemantauan keamanan skala real time. Dan yang terakhir adalah tangkas, yaitu penjadwalan dan pergantian yang Okay, Mr. Andre, you can continue to your presentation.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
However, as a part of my report, I would like to talk about the research that I present, namely the system of a planning and distributing task in a group of heterogeneous robots. Today, I would like about this from the point of view of the agro-industrial complex, namely monitoring the state of maturation of crops for the purpose of either processing or assembling them, and here this process is divided into several phases. You can translate.
Oke, selanjutnya ada proaktif, yaitu identifikasi dan resolusi anomali yang prediktif. Terus identifikasi di awal masalah kualitas supplier dan penyetokan ulang seperti yang tadi di bagian atas secara otomatis dan pemantauan keamanan secara real time. Oke, thank you.
Namely monitoring of the area most often with the help unmanned area vehicle. After that, the information is analyzed from the point of view of the state of the cultures. However, they are not future systems for including in the group and ground equipment in order to increase the speed of harvesting or processing. This is one very large startup from the company Cognitive Pilot, is a Russian company which is just aimed at automating the harvest.
Oke, jadi kebiasaan yang selama ini masih dipakai adalah kebiasaan atau menggunakan sistem yang tradisional, jadi belum otomatis antar perusahaan dengan perusahaan. Thank you.
According to the information state of their website, they reduce the final cost of a ton of any crops by 3 or 5%, which is a huge amount for large volumes. Therefore, I believe that this direction is relevant, and if there are people who are interested in doing this activity, right with pleasure, we will develop this direction together. Now I ask you to turn the analysis. We will start it with the analysis of programs for planning field monitoring for unmanned vehicle, as well as simply programs for drawing up a flight plan for unmanned aerial vehicles.
Oke, jadi ini adalah fitur utama dari industri 4.0 di sini ada software dan aplikasi. Mohon maaf. Oh, fitur utama. Thank you.
Most of all, of course, they are focused on commercial, popular, unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as on well-known industrial drones. On the one hand, it's a positive thing, has a large range, the timer or the end customer can buy and connect, but to connect turns out not too quietly, and the present model is not much little cost for small farms. Although I think the story is about smart factories applicable to small firms largely, because from an economic point of view, while they feel comfortable, they need to build up the business process and fight for efficiency in every area of their business process, thus increasing the efficiency of harvesting per acre land. You can translate. Controllers came closest to the field of adaptivity, and as a result, the software from ArduPilot, but they will give the main and large-scale limitation. The power of the controller itself, which collect data from telemetry and still has to control the engines. It simply does not have enough processor power. May you translate?
Okay, sorry. I was have trouble. I will translate first. Sorry.
No problem.
Ya, maaf untuk melanjutkan yang tadi. Untuk fitur adalah alat perencanaan survei udara, profil ketinggian, terus telemetri window, dan mode penerbangan yang otomatis. Dan dapat dikontrol, dan drone bisa dikontrol secara langsung. Hello? Hello,
Yes, I
hello,
can
Mr.
start.
Andre? Okay. Yeah. You can continue now.
Thanks. The
Yes.
UGCS
Okay,
Pro
thank you.
software is more flexible, but it has a limitation on the presentation of the model range. As a part of my development, an algorithm is proposed, which we are now practically implementing.
Oke, untuk aplikasi atau software yang selanjutnya adalah MAV Proxy, yang fitur utamanya ini adalah merupakan baris perintah atau aplikasi berbasis konsol. Ada plugin yang disertakan dalam MAV Proxy-nya untuk menyediakan GUI dasar, dapat terhubung ke jaringan dan menjalankan nomor, dan juga komputer. Mac Proxy ini atau terus Linux, OS X, Windows, dan lainnya. Desainnya juga ringan dan membuatnya bisa menjalankan di netbook atau di laptop yang kecil ya. Thank you. Yes, thank you. You can continue.
Of course, I would present you a good quality of picture.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Andre. Can you get full screen for your presentation?
When we talk about the algorithm, we have some simple but as important things in this algorithm. Beginning system identification, creating task, dividing task into subtasks, division of the task by robots, monitoring tasks execution. We have task we should see task completed, yes or no. If task completed, message to operator the task is complete. If we haven't any other task, system go to the end. We go to the
Yes.
Zam, apa ini bahas ini Zam? Apa ini Zam?
Adalah contoh algoritma yang dikembangkan oleh beliau untuk sistem kontrol pada sekelompok robot heterogen. Jadi, Jadi ini adalah contoh dari flowchart-nya dari penelitian beliau, atau di sini pengembangan algoritma untuk kontrol sistem pada robot heterogen atau yang gitu. Thank you.
And now we working about user design. of this algorithm, you can see this design on
Jam, Azam.
field of adaptability, and as a result, software from autopilot, mission planner, and math proxy. But there we get the main and large-scale limitation, the power of the controller itself, which collect data from telemetry and still has to control the engines. It simply does not have enough processor power. When we get summary, there's the most promising and of the analyzed UEFI controller system. The best are the open mission planner and math proxy system. Due to the fact they provide connectivity flexibility, it is worth nothing that the UX design is extremely necessary to finalize. Thank you for your attention.
Ini adalah hasil terkini yang diperoleh dalam bidang penelitian yang tadi gambar yang pertama sebelah kiri atas tadi ya, itu distribusi tugas saat ini dalam kelompok saat pemodelan bekerja di gazebo menggunakan ROS. Sedangkan untuk gambar yang kedua kiri bawah, itu rencana implementasi kendaraan udara yang tidak memiliki pilot seperti UGCS untuk masa depan, dan gambar yang kanan atas adalah visualisasi lokal RTS yang dimaksudkan di dalam software rapid miner. Dan yang terakhir, gambar yang kanan bawah yang tadi di display itu visualisasi this material is really good. Dr. Andre, yes. Can you stand by in this even until maybe second speakers?
Excuse me, your voice is so interrupted.
Okay, sorry. I mean, can you stand by in this even until second speakers? Maybe because of, okay, because after second speakers to you, but the session is after one speakers after this. Halo. Oke, ini adalah materi yang luar biasa. Jadi beliau menjelaskan tadi pengembangan prototipe sistem informasi dan pengendalian oleh pengetahuan komprehensif tanah pertanian. Ya, jadi tadi juga sudah disebutkan ada beberapa software dan aplikasi untuk pengendalian drone juga. Untuk selanjutnya, jika ada pertanyaan, silahkan diketikkan di live chat. Jangan lupa sebutkan nama dan instansi, lalu diikuti dengan pertanyaan yang ingin Anda tanyakan. Jadi untuk pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang sudah ada, akan kami keep dulu dan akan dijawab di sesi tanya-jawab. Oke, terima kasih untuk Bapak, Ibu, dan audiens yang masih standby dalam webinar internasional kali ini. Untuk acara selanjutnya adalah pemaparan materi dari narasumber yang kedua, yaitu Profesor Dr. Gonca Teli Yamamoto. Beliau adalah Dean Fakulti atau Dekan Fakultas Bisnis dan Manajemen, Ilmu Manajemen di Maltepe University, Turkey. Beliau juga award the Best Project Manager by Turkish Project Management Profession Institute and Contact List Award by BY Protocol Magazine in 2020. Dr. Gonca, good morning. Hello, Dr. Gonca, you stand by here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can listen to you. Yeah, can I hear you?
Okay. So I'm going to start my speech. Good morning. Selamat pagi. Merhaba.
Yes, selamat pagi. Good morning.
Apa kabar? My name is Gonca Telle. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Management Sciences of Maltepe University, and it is my privilege and pleasure to address this speech.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Thank you, Professor Concha. You look so good today in this morning. It's
Thank
so
you.
lovely to see you. Yes.
Yes, it's really very early in the morning. I believe it's the same for Dr. Andre because there's a time difference.
Yes, it's too hot.
thank you for joining us. So yes. Professor, we the time for your speech. We present. Go ahead.
Okay.
You may
Okay.
present your speech.
Okay, so you can see my presentation right now, and I actually before starting, I would like to appreciate to the STEKOM University Indonesia for your kind invitation, and special thanks to Rector Dr. Joseph M. Com. When this task is entrusted to me, I thought that in this period of time, it is better to talk about digital transformation because COVID-19 affected uh, everyone in the world, broke the tense rope of digital transformation, and opened the doors for progress on this road. Every sector has its share from this change and transformation, and human life is also affected. Although COVID is often expressed with its negativities, it also may create some opportunities. So this year, it made us come together, at least online, to meet in this organization. Our partnership and coordination has started, and let us carry out this cooperation between STEKOM University, Indonesia, and Maltepe University, Istanbul, Turkey. Yes, you can translate.
Yes, thank you. Jadi dengan adanya di masa pandemi ini, Profesor Gonca berpikir bahwa
Oke, jadi beliau adalah Profesor of Marketing atau Profesor Pemasaran ya. Beliau juga dekan dari Fakultas Bisnis dan Manajemen di Maltepe Universitas sejak tahun 2016. Selanjutnya beliau juga mengajar konsultasi dan penelitian pada integrasi marketing dan juga teknologi new learning pada bisnis. Selanjutnya Oh, sudah ya. You can continue. You can continue, Miss.
Okay.
Thank you.
But before my speech about digital transformation, I want to start to give some information about myself. I'm a marketing professor. I'm also Dean of the Faculty of Business and Management Sciences of Malta University. I'm a multidisciplinary academician. I have been working approximately 30 years on information technology, marketing, and digitalization issues. You can find my recent published editorial books in Turkish. I have more than 30 books and chapters and more than 100 articles in several journals in Turkish and English. I am an awarded academician from several institutions. My latest ones are the best project manager in Turkey and contact list awards for my works about digital transformation and e-learning, as you mentioned in your poster. So I had done plenty of things during my studies. You can translate. Microphone. Not open.
Oh, sorry. Oke, jadi AI dan Future tahun 2019 yang merupakan proyek dari institusi project manager beliau untuk membuat buku tersebut. Ada digital marketing dan AI tadi. Thank you. You can continue.
Okay, you can also see my latest editorial books covers about artificial intelligence, digital transformation, customer relationship management in information age. These were all 2019 and 2020. And this one, my latest book, is Situation of Disabled Students in Distance Education Process in the Scope of COVID-19 Struggle Problems and Solution Proposals. So these are all things to be concerned and very important for the world and for our talks. So let's start the subject of digital transformation. Yes, you can translate.
Sorry, before you can.
My
sorry,
books.
You can, yeah, you can make your presentation to be full screen because that is not full screen, so I cannot.
You cannot see it. Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah, for slide, yes, I can see, but it is not for screen. Okay, can you go back to your page? I mean, for
previous one. Okay. You can see my latest books book covers about artificial intelligence.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, thank you. I will translate.
Okay.
Oke, jadi ini adalah editorial, buku editorial yang beliau bikin pada tahun 2010 dan 2019. Salah satunya AI dan Future, AI dan masa depan. Itu buku yang dibuat beliau, editor Digital Transformation tahun 2020 dan buku 10 dan ada satu lagi tadi di sini nggak kelihatan. Oh ya, sorry. Satu lagi yang terakhir adalah situation of disabled student in distance education process pada ruang lingkup solusi masalah di tahun 2020. Jadi, thank you.
Okay, I like to use mind maps in my speech and writings. So most of the time, I prepare a mind map to clarify what is in my mind. I strongly recommend this mind mapping technique for a study design. So this time our topic is digital transformation. Digital transformation can be defined as a concept that includes the effects, processes, and applications of various technologies that bring people and machines closer. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. I hear. Can you translate it?
Okay, I will translate it. Thank you.
And can you
Oke, jadi di sini ada map atau pembelajaran. Di sini ada banyak skop atau bagian dari digital transformasi. Human. Okay, you can continue, Miss.
So this map, when we check this map, it includes changes and bring innovations and sometimes disruptive innovations to the nation. Even while expressing this sometimes human view, I'm sure that many things come to your minds, like Industry 4.0, I'm sure that 0.0, manufacturing, as Andre told, driverless cars, smart cars, robotics, artificial intelligence, blocked and virtual reality are.
Okay, I will translate this. Miss Kancha, can you make the screen? Okay, thank you. Nah, salah satunya di sini adalah teknologi. Maksudnya map ini dibagi untuk beberapa skop untuk beberapa efek juga. Yang pertama adalah teknologi, ada hardware, software, artificial intelligence, data, terus robotik dan yang lain-lain. Okay, you can continue.
Okay. So some of these changes have been life organizing, some constructive, and some destructive. You can translate.
Oke, jadi di sini ada dua perubahan. Yang pertama adalah inovasi disruptif dan inovasi. Okay, you can continue, Miss.
Actually, we did not enter digital transformation after COVID-19. This transformation has started more than 20 years ago. This virus has led to situations that we hadn't thought in many areas where we were not prepared. Businesses and governments also have caught unprepared. Digital transformation has brought different dimensions to our lives. For example, we owe our current situation to digital learning and digital transformation. All challenging obstacles like time difference, distance, language differences arising between such as Turkey and Asia, Indonesia, now has minimized thanks to digital media. You can continue,
Okay.
Azeda. Okay.
Oke, jadi digital transformation ini karena semenjak adanya COVID, jadi lebih dari 2 tahun yang lalu, udah di banyak area terjadi perubahan seperti itu. Jadi untuk meminimalisir oh sorry. Oke, jadi untuk perubahan tersebut terjadi pada seperti keluarga atau sekolah-sekolah yang ada di Indonesia atau institusi pendidikan juga yang ada di Indonesia, universitas dan kehidupan atau sosialisasi dan yang non sosialisasi juga.
Of course, even if minor problems arise, it's not easy thing for a Russian, Turkish, or Indian professor to come Indonesia and give a lecture or vice versa. This situation is not only limited to one or two countries. Go ahead.
Oke, jadi banyak masalah tersebut itu tidak atau menyulitkan kita untuk datang ke negara lain seperti di Indonesia. Dan situasi ini terjadi di mana-mana.
So this situation is not also only limited to one or two countries, while a professor in any country of the world has the opportunity to express her subject expertise clearly. She's able to provide information mobility regardless of any location. On the other hand, students also go out in lectures. So now we have line visiting lectures can communicate from the window outside the window, such as visiting communicate from the window. The digital transformation is now a necessity for the of businesses. You can translate.
Oke, jadi situasi ini terjadi di satu atau dua negara seperti di Indonesia atau di negara yang lain. Jadi butuh informasi lebih untuk mempelajari hal ini. Thank you.
Okay, so another example is remote working. Businesses had never before had to encourage their employees to work remotely. Even the doctor's examinations that require close contact under the current talk about being removed. Again, going back to businesses, they have to include many technologies mentioned in the mind map into their include many technology business processes. This has a significant impact on business and business process. In fact, some old days and procedures also need to be changed. Microphone.
Oke, jadi di sini sampelnya adalah networking atau bisnis yang ada, katakanlah yang ada di Indonesia juga mungkin terkena dampaknya. Dari contoh yang dari sini adalah beberapa sektor di bisnis mereka terkena dampak seperti itu. Thank you.
Okay. Because if the business style and methods are different, the business systems must be managed correctly. The managers, workers, and customers and other stakeholders must be ready, content suitable for the new generation management, and applications must be created. It is also necessary to be familiar with the technologies that create these implementations. In short, it is not easy to change and regulate all these obligations at once. It will take some time, but will not be more 20 years like before. Moreover, it is possible to encounter many threats such as resistance from the environment, lack of infrastructure, lack of resources or competition.
Oke, jadi metode dan sistem bisnisnya itu sudah berbeda. Jadi untuk pekerja, terus pelanggan atau customer, entrepreneur atau owner, mereka harus mengimplementasikan tentang inovasi yang terbaru. Jadi seperti seperti obligasi yang telah terjadi saat ini tahun yang lalu memungkinkan hal yang serupa. Thank you.
In order to keep up with all these changes, we need to consider and evaluate academically what we will do. Efforts should also be made to integrate digital transformation, which can bring the boundaries of academia and business closer to business life. At the same time, we must continue to work effectively and efficiently. Besides, we must open to innovations. You can translate.
Jadi untuk seluruh aspek antara semua murid, guru, dan semua aspek bisnis harus bekerja bersama untuk melewati sebuah perubahan ini. You may continue.
Okay. So, ending my words, I wish you all success in this new development path and express my love and respect. I would like to thank you all people that joining us. I have seen 233 people right now in our meeting, and that many of you have included to be here serves as a reminder to us all just how important our work is. And finally, thank you very much for watching me with interest. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gonca. Jadi Profesor Gonca sangat berterima kasih dan mengapresiasi sekali peserta yang datang pada hari ini. Ini membuktikan bahwa pekerjaan atau
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Miss Bonca. The material is very good, and after this is Q&A session. Maybe any question from audience to you. I will handle it first. Jadi, wait, sorry.
Can it normally?
Oke, hello, oke. Jadi selanjutnya adalah Q&A untuk narasumber. Jadi sudah ada pertanyaan untuk Dr. Andrew. Hello, Dr. Andrew. Hello, Dr. Andrew.
I believe he will
continue ke pertanyaan selanjutnya. Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hello,
So,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Andrew, there's a question for you.
Oh, super.
Yes, it's from Daddy Z.
Yes, I'm ready to answer the question, but I have some problem on the video. I have a voice.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you.
We can understand your situation. Okay, so the question is the mapping that you showed earlier in your presentation, is it for the tech manufacturing?
Okay, manufacturing. We want a presentation, open presentation. I should do that.
If you want, you can do that.
Okay, I can open. What number of slides?
You're mapping your mapping.
My
Yes.
mapping. And what's the question, please?
So your mapping that you're present in here, is it for the tech manufacturing?
About smart manufacturing. To be honest, I can understand your question because some interrupt. If you can, please write the question, and I really correct understand you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will write it down here.
Oke, untuk audiens yang lain mungkin ada yang mau bertanya secara langsung atau live bisa raise hand dulu ya. Oke, ini sudah ada beberapa pertanyaan yang kami keep, tapi sebelumnya kita tunggu untuk Dr. Andre dulu ya.
Okay. When we talk about smart factory, we should know about amount of stage smart factory: develop, plan, source, make, deliver, and support. When we talk about create some products in a smart factory, of course, we talk about CAD system. We talk about so quickly as possible create prototype of product. When we talk about another stage, for example, when I talk about virtual factory, we talk about a virtual factory is a network of digital and smart factories that also includes suppliers of material, components, and services. When we talk about virtual factory, it's a part of smart factory, but is a big part and important part of smart factory. Uh, when we talk about technology and basic system, we should know about automated process control system, advanced planning and schedule system, manufacturing execution system, of course about big data technology. When we store data, when we work with this data, uh, some example is a Hadoop, Spark, Storm, Apache, language like Pig, Hive, like SQL.
Okay. Dr. Andrew? Oke, sepertinya Dr. Andrew terputus. Jadi akan saya jelaskan secara singkat jawaban dari Dr. Andrew tadi. Jadi mapping manufaktur atau produksi sistem produksi yang dijelaskan Dr. Andrew tadi itu mencakup hampir seluruh aspek dari manufacturing, mulai dari pengembangan, rencana, sumber produksi, pengiriman, dan feedback yang ada di sistem tersebut. Dan research atau penelitian yang dilakukan oleh Dr. Andrew ini membuat sistem tersebut lebih cepat dan lebih ringkas. Baik. Oke, so itu tadi adalah jawaban dari Dr. Andrew. Lalu Kak Azet.
Oke, ini ada pertanyaan lagi dari Kak Arif. Untuk Miss Goncetali. Hello, Mrs. Goncetali. Are you standby here?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, here is any question for you. I will. Okay. What is the impact is in Turkey? How overcome this impact?
Your voice is not coming. Can you repeat again?
Okay. You can listen.
Yes, now.
Okay. What is the impact of coronavirus, especially education and business in Turkey? And how to overcome this impact? Just that. Oh, you can listen it.
Okay. Impact is interesting because the whole countries, most of the countries, all closed. A really long moment of time, and we still have problems with COVID-19. We are in I believe we are in the first part. I mean the first effects of COVID-19, but it's improving. But the businesses should do this remote working for themselves, and also we all educational institutions became online learning, started to give online learning to the all students. So from the primary schools to universities in Turkey started to use this online education, and most of the people on this educational stuff were not ready for this kind of situation, because the teachers often um, um, often thinks or prefers to give classical education to the students. Do you want to translate it, Zeda?
Beliau mengatakan bahwa you can listen me.
Yes.
Beliau mengatakan bahwa ini yang pertanyaan sangat menarik ya. Thank you. Jadi negara semuanya ditutup termasuk di Turki seperti di negara-negara yang lainnya, dan ini memakan waktu yang sangat lama karena hingga sekarang masih ditutup. Dan beliau mengatakan bahwa di sana banyak perubahan seperti pekerjaan atau semua instansi pendidikan, kampus atau sekolah-sekolah di sana berubah menjadi online learning atau pembelajaran secara online untuk siswa dan mahasiswa. Dan staf atau pekerja yang ada di sana juga semuanya itu tidak siap atau tidak ready dengan situasi yang ada pada saat ini. Jadi seperti itu.
And one more thing, we understood that Turkish health system is much better than most of the European health systems, because in Turkish most of the health system is free for the people. So that is a very important thing for the health. Understood that our doctors and the hospitals are much better service than United States or England or some other
Sorry.
European countries. We understood our system is better. I mean the health system. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you. Okay, I will translate that first. Jadi selama beberapa bulan memang di sana tidak terbebas dari COVID-19 ya, sama kayak yang di Indonesia. Dan hal ini tuh hal ini benar-benar penting. Tahu petugas kesehatan yang masih atau semuanya dari mana. Thank you.
And other thing is I believe Turkish health system should also benchmark for some countries, because it is much better than Europe and the US. Okay?
Okay. Jadi beliau berkata bahwa di beberapa negara yang lain sistem di beberapa negara mungkin juga berubah seperti itu. Okay, thank you, Miss Goncatelli. Maybe any question other?
I think there is one other question from Setya Budi Sakarya to me.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
He say
yes. First I want to thank Setya Budi Sakarya about his interest about my one of the old books of Mobilize Marketing and the Consumer Technological Developments and Challenges. It is in English. It is not Turkish. It is all English, and IG Global published it. It was, I believe, 10 years ago or something, and the university libraries most of the time buys that book, and I believe Stockholm University is going to get that book for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jadi beliau mengatakan bahwa buku yang ditanyakan oleh Kak Setia Budi Sakarya itu tidak dalam bahasa Turki. Jadi buku itu ditulis secara global atau dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi dari penulisan beberapa tahun yang lalu. Terima kasih atas harapannya. Beliau berharap bahwa kita juga bisa mendapatkan buku itu. Thank you, Miss.
My pleasure.
Okay. Okay,
Any other
here is an
questions?
answer. Thank you very much.
Any other questions
Wait a
if you
moment,
have?
I will check. Okay, I will check from YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, I have question for you. You have more book, and I think that is so many book. You make that an editor that. So, what is the motivation about that, Miss? And also, what is the reason you can make that all book in English and also in other language? Thank you.
Uh, I believe first you should understand with your own language
Yeah.
when you are learning something. It's better to have books in your own language, but English is important because if you want to make it spread all around the world, English books are important. So that's
Yes.
why at the beginning I started to write some English books, but recently I'm really concerning first to the Turkish books. Maybe I may make it translate to the English because I believe Turkish people should uh, better understand in their own.
Understand. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Here is any question again from Ratih Purnasi. Okay. What the kind of action that we can do on facing this situation?
Can you
This,
repeat?
I mean, sorry, her about COVID-19. Okay. What the kind of action can we do on facing this situation? That's mean on COVID-19 and actually on giving a learning to our students.
Actually, it is very important to learning by themselves because with teaching methods are not enough. Actually, it is teaching methods from the online part or online studies because uh, issues and the subjects are different, and the students have also changed live talkings, but sometimes we can see the students that they really are passive,
Mhm.
not showing their uh, showing themselves or
Oh,
anything.
skill.
Now all the thoughts for the education will should time and maybe changed to another situation. Otherwise, the people are just mobile phones. They just get only the voices, but not the information itself. So we
Practice.
need to, they need to know and understand this is the
Mhm.
time to take the responsibility from themselves. There's, for example, it's the very, very early time in Turkey, but I'm still trying to early give some information about this all around the world to Indonesia and something else like that. This
Yeah.
is a huge opportunity to meet some other professors, some other people, some other make studies between from a country to another country. So this is a really, really huge opportunity for all universities and classes. Otherwise, the online courses like Coursera, Udemy, and other types of courses will be end of education anymore, because if you got and understand anymore how to learn from online, you don't need to get a lot of face-to-face situations, because the people are going to work remotely, people going constantly at beautiful factories, and these type of factories are most of the robotic factories, not the people. So we should one more time think about our studies, and we should keep up training ourselves to do to get more knowledge, because we years ago when internet started to when internet introduced in our lives. So this is my answer for this question. Thank you.
Yeah, but actually some students they maybe need to practice in class like that, Miss. And actually here also we have online learning like that, and we cannot go to class, and we also cannot practice on class, and that's difficult for us. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. So there's is someone that want to ask question directly. So I already asked for you to join us through video.
Hello, hello. Could you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah. My name is Radiswari from University from Tekom University. Yeah. I would like to ask you some questions.
Yes.
Okay. The first one, what is the biggest problem which faced in Turkey, especially because of implement of digital learning?
The main problem.
Yeah.
There are several problems against, of course, digital learning. The first problem is infrastructure. If you cannot build the infrastructure, it can be a main problem. But if you build this infrastructure, the mentality is important. Because if you are not ready from the teacher's part, family's part, and the student's part, this can be a really obstacle for you. And the families are not ready at the same time, because as the families, as the people we are from the industrial age. Industrial age means we are most of the time standardized minds, because we are just checked to the standard processes and do something such things like that. That's the main thought. So this thought cannot change easily, and the situation to online preference was just hybrid, hybrid, half face-to-face, half online, and use as online as material or something. But now we can see that the online learning is becoming really the first learning to our life, because we should follow or we should learn something. COVID made us closed to our homes. Otherwise, we cannot get anything about our learning system. That's the point. And the families still have the same mentality, and there are also some obstacles. For example, if a student of a primary school, if you are three brothers and sisters, for example, if you are three people in the family, and these three people goes to different schools, say one of them goes to university, one of them goes to high school, one of them goes to secondary school, and the at the same time they need to use three different computers. This makes families economically hard conditions. So some of them cannot afford, and this can also brings a problem to the family. And if there is not enough rooms to follow this situation, this also can bring a problem to not only for the student but also for the family, because if you have a small baby brother or sister, when she cries, you can face this kind of situation, right? So these are all issues to think about, and how you manage the situation. I believe these are all things to think about, and the content is so important. As I mentioned, Azeda, the content, if you don't have a full or impressive content. I'm a marketing professor. I know you need to take an attention and interest of the customers. And when we think about the students, a kind of a customer of the online learning. So this means you need to take an attention and interest. That's the very important point for it, I can say.
Thank
Is
you.
it okay for you,
Okay. I got it.
Rajesh? Very.
Rajeshwari. Yeah, okay, I got it. Thank you, ma'am.
Oke, thank you buat Kak Rajaswari and thank you also for Mrs. Gonja. Sorry, Miss. We will continue to next speakers.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you for your answer all of question. Oke. Jadi selanjutnya adalah pemaparan materi dari narasumber yang ketiga atau yang terakhir kita. Beliau adalah Profesor Dr. Jinder Singh Bawa. Beliau merupakan Pro Counselor of Chandigarh University India, member of expert group for preparing 11th 5-year plan for Punjab, and also beliau juga chairman or member coordinator of NAAC here, teams for the assessment of more than 40 colleges or institute. Professor Dr. Bawa, are you standing by here? Hello?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I was there. I was listening to your last speaker also, and very interesting. So thank you very much. My appreciation for organizing this webinar. Okay, can I start share my screen?
Hello?
Are you hearing
Yes,
me?
yes, clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We are good.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, let me thank you, the organizers, and I convey my greetings and compliment to all the speakers who have already participated in this webinar. Uh, my, I'll make a small presentation and then I'll take your questions. My approach is this. First, I will try to share with you what we understand from digitization and why it is required. What is the background of this? I don't believe that COVID is the only reason that we are going in for digitization or blended learning or that thing. What I believe is that this is something which comes from the industrial revolutions, the way the education system is changing, the way the whole world is changing. So let me start by saying that, education is always affected by industrial developments and revolutions. The first two industrial revolutions, which took place in 18th and 19th century, they made little impact. They only made an impact that only the curriculum was changed a little bit. Let me start by saying that the first industrial revolution actually was a revolution in terms of use of mechanical force instead of human labor or human force. That is the use of steam, the use of water, and all those for mechanization of industrial processes. The second revolution came when electricity came. So electricity actually transformed the whole system because from mechanical systems, we came to electrical machines and electrical systems. So they didn't make much impact on education, except that, if you will allow me to say, that electronics came from electrical, and this electronics was the contribution of universities. Universities introduced electrical as a part of their curriculum, and the teachers and students started working on electrical machines, and they came out with the concept of electronics. And the electronics actually changed the whole world. But the third industrial revolution, which came around in 20th century, um, some people believe it came around in 1967 or 65 or something like that. But actually, it started impacting us in the 1990s.
Okay.
And this
Mr. Bawa, sorry. Your presentation is still on one page. I mean, page one. You can next for your presentation.
Okay. You have to translate. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
If
So
you
you can now do whatever I have spoken so far.
Okay. You can take next for your presentation, and then I can translate it on Indonesia.
Okay, I can start again. No problems.
Okay. Sorry.
I will
Thank you.
repeat it for you.
Yes.
You see, what we believe is that education and industry have umbilical relationship. They have a very deep relationship, and education is affected by industry, and ultimately industry needs education to be transformed, and whatever we do in education, it affects the industry also. And what I believe is that the first two industrial revolutions, they did not affect the education much, except that changing the curriculum. But the third industrial revolution, which was a revolution caused by ICT and introduction of computers, that actually totally transformed education. And it came around in the actual education was started affecting in around 1990s. And it was at that time that we need to introduce the concept of ICT, information and communication technology, in education, not only in curriculum, but also in terms of using it. And to my mind, the digitization started towards the end of 20th century. So I would say in 1995, 96, around 2000, the digitization actually started. Just to give you an example, Chandigarh University was established in 2012. And right from day one, we are using blended learning. We
Okay.
make the students available all the teaching material online. So along with classroom teaching, we allow the students to have access to digital resources. And we created our own UIMS, ERP solution. Everything was made online, and we created a paperless university.
Okay.
Even before COVID. Even before COVID.
Okay. Jadi untuk
So
di awal,
the point that I want to make is that we have to have a very close relationship with industry. Yeah, okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jadi untuk di awal teknologi ini tidak berpengaruh besar kepada pendidikan, tapi di sekitar di tahun 1990-an dari ICT ini teknologi mulai berpengaruh kepada dunia pendidikan. Contohnya di Kandigav University yang berdiri tahun 2012 sudah mulai menerapkan teknologi sebagai media pendidikan. Okay, you may continue.
Okay, so when third industrial revolution came, they call it Industry 3.0. The questions were raised about whether universities are following the technology or not, which meant, and you must have heard in your own country also, a common saying that what the universities are producing is not what the industry needs. So you are not giving the training which the student needs to get so that they can get employed in good companies. And this question was raised after Industry 3.0. And this made it compulsory for the universities to adopt new technology, ICT.
Jadi ketika industri 3.0 datang, universitas ditantang apakah bisa berkembang dengan teknologi yang akan datang ini. Lalu dengan datangnya industri 3.0 ini, universitas pun dapat mengikuti teknologi yang berjalan. Okay, you may continue.
Okay, so it is in this context that I'm going to share a few slides. First slide that I'll be sharing.
Apa Dede?
Okay, continue.
Okay, what is Industry 4.0? What actually has come around?
I'm sorry, Professor. Can you go full screen?
Yeah, my screen is visible?
Yes, visible. Yes.
Okay.
Can you go full slide?
Yeah, I'm now coming to the slide. Yeah, okay. Can I continue?
Yes.
My screen is visible?
Yes. You can take full screen on your PowerPoint. Here is not full screen yet.
No, screen is visible.
Yes, that is invisible, but that is not full screen yet. I mean, for your PowerPoint, maybe you can show to full screen. The thumb is on bottom. Right. For right again. Beside that.
Is it okay or?
Here is not full screen yet. Go to bottom on down.
Screen visible नहीं होते देखिए.
Okay, make that full screen. Yes, full screen. That is on down. Nah, yes. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you can continue. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So, Industry 4.0 is actually a revolution in digital transformation of manufacturing and or related industries. I will not go into that. I am not a man of manufacturing. But It is a unique thing in velocity, scope, and societal impact. And ultimately, what it is leading to is machine-to-machine communication. That is Internet of Things, IoT, and which is going to actually coming to the universities through AI, artificial intelligence, and all things are now integrated. It has led to automation, improved communication, self-monitoring, production of smart machines, and to diagnose issues without the need for human intervention. Now, these are very, very crucial and critical areas which have huge impact on education and the way we teach our students. Because this is what we need to prepare our students for, both for learning as well as for getting jobs. Industry 4.0 is already seeing factories become increasingly automated, self-monitoring, and given the ability to analyze machine are given to the ability to analyze and communicate with each other. It is not in a big way, but in a small way, it has already started. It has started in some developed countries, but it is very soon, very quickly coming to countries like India. And Industry 4.0 market is expected to reach, I mean, these figures are not very important for us, but what is important is that this is the shape of things which are coming. This is the kind of things which will be coming very soon, sooner than we expect. And this is what is impacting our education also. So maybe you may like to take a couple of minutes.
Okay, thank you. I will translate that. Jadi industri 4.0. Okay, untuk judul Overcome Digital Transformation and Technology. Okay, thank you. Just stay in here for a moment. Industri 4.0. Jadi di sini revolusi terkait dengan digital. Untuk ruang lingkupnya ada Artificial Intelligence atau AI dan Machine Learning, terus IoT, Internet of Things. Dan di sini industri 4.0 juga dikenal sebagai revolusi industri keempat, adalah transformasi digital dari manufaktur atau produksi dan industri yang terkait. Jadi hal ini unik karena dalam kecepatannya, ruang lingkup dan dampak sosialnya perubahannya memang sangat cepat. Selanjutnya, komunikasi mesin ke mesin atau machine to machine, M2M, yang berskala besar, dan Internet of Things atau IoT yang terintegrasi untuk meningkatkan otomatisasi, meningkatkan komunikasi dan pemantauan diri, dan juga produksi mesin pintar atau smart machine yang dapat menganalisis dan mendiagnosis masalah tanpa perlu campur tangan manusia. Okay, thank you.
So what is coming? What is coming is industrial Internet of Things also, digital twins, big data analytics, informatics, cloud computing, mobile computing, all those kind of, these are the areas which we will need to teach to the students, and also with the students will be needing it when they go to the industry.
Okay, jadi yes, untuk inovasi teknologi baru yang terkait industri 4.0 di sini ruang lingkupnya adalah industrial Internet of Things, terus digital twins, big data dan analisis, cloud computing, robotik, dan juga keamanan informasi. You can continue, Mr.
Okay, now what it means to humans. Let me give you an example. Actually, it will be very interesting. You know, what is coming is that a person can wear a small gadget on one's arm, and it will monitor all the health parameters of a person. And as soon as something goes wrong, it will send a message to the doctor. And the doctor, again, which will be a AI-driven machine, which will send a message to the chemist. And your medicine will be reaching you before you know you are sick. This is the kind of things which will be coming. So this is what we can expect in the next 20 to 25 years. And this is what we need to prepare ourselves mentally. I was listening to the earlier speaker who said, it is mentality. The mindset has to change. Our mindset has to change. right? So
Yeah.
what is digital transformation? I have my own way of looking at things.
Okay.
During this pandemic, all operations have moved dramatically towards online channels. Business, industry, education, and everything. It is integration of digital technology into areas of enterprise, fundamentally changing how you operate and deliver value to the customers. And I've already given these examples, so I'll not go into detail. This is just a kind of a definition that I'm giving.
Oke, jadi di slide yang sebelumnya beliau mengatakan bahwa semua orang menggunakan gadget atau smartphone dan semua orang di mana-mana dia mau belajar atau mengakses informasi atau apapun mereka menggunakan monitor dan dokter pun juga sama seperti orang-orang biasa. Jadi apa yang kita butuhkan adalah mengubah mindset kita saat ini. Selanjutnya ini adalah transformasi digital. Untuk poin yang pertama, selama pandemi ini, semua operasi telah bergerak secara dramatis menuju saluran online online channel ya. Dan bisnis, industri, dan pendidikan yang terus merespon secara bergantian. Transformasi digital adalah integrasi teknologi digital ke semua area perusahaan yang secara fundamental mengubah cara beroperasi dan memberikan nilai kepada pelanggan atau customer. Ada beberapa contoh transformasi digital itu cloud computing, terus di OPS dan yang lainnya. Okay, you can continue, Mr.
Okay, so what is Industry 4.0 is application to education.
Okay.
Education now becomes independent of time and space. Students have the opportunity to learn wherever, whenever they want. And the advantage of time independence is students can undertake their education through e-learning tools from their room. Personalized learning, students can receive personalized learning through special tools adjusted to their capabilities. And this will be through use of AI. AI will be used for this purpose. And your performance graphs, your examination marks, everything will be done automatically. And they will be able to understand better the subject that the student has a predisposition towards. Already, you know, the psychometric tests are there. So they are going to be more and more automated tests and AI-based tests. Students can do project-based learning, and again, monitoring can be done digitally. Curriculum with student participation. Now, Industry 4.0 wants that students and industry should be involved in designing the curriculum. And I wish to share with all my friends here that in Chandigarh University, right from our inception, in each board of studies where we design our curriculum, we have at least 2 industry experts and 2 best students, one boy, one girl, are members of board of studies when we design our curriculum. So in designing the curriculum, you involve industry and all the students also. This is the need of the hour.
Okay. Untuk tadi yang industri dalam untuk pendidikan yang tidak tergantung dengan waktu dan ruang. Jadi siswa memiliki kesempatan untuk belajar dimanapun dan kapanpun mereka mau. Begitu juga dengan keunggulan kebebasan waktu. Jadi seorang siswa bisa atau dapat menjalankan pendidikan melalui e-learning dari ruangannya sendiri atau dari kamarnya mungkin. Selanjutnya ada pembelajaran yang dipersonalisasi. Siswa juga dapat menerima pembelajaran yang dipersonalisasikan melalui alat khusus yang disesuaikan dengan kemampuan mereka masing-masing. Jadi ketika grafik kinerja diperoleh dari perangkat lunak yang mereka miliki dan diperiksa oleh guru, itu memungkinkan untuk lebih memahami mata pelajaran atau mata kuliah yang mereka tekuni gitu. Dan selanjutnya pembelajaran berbasis proyek. Siswa juga mendapatkan kesempatan untuk menerapkan apa yang telah mereka pelajari pada proyek yang ada. Jadi proyek yang sedang mereka pelajari daripada menulis jawaban di kertas seperti itu. Jadi siswa atau mahasiswa bisa lebih improve atau lebih mengenali atau lebih bisa belajar lebih dalam apa yang sedang dia pelajari. Selanjutnya dalam bidang pembelajaran yang disebut marker, individu ditransformasikan menjadi pribadi yang mandiri dengan menggunakan bakatnya masing-masing secara efektif dan menyenangkan di banyak bidang yang mereka tekuni atau yang mereka sukai. Seperti itu, terutama di bidang teknologi. Selanjutnya kurikulum dengan partisipasi siswa dalam pendidikan 4.0 siswa bersama dengan industri akan dilibatkan dalam pembuatan kurikulum. Jadi masukan kritis mereka, masukan-masukan dari mereka tentang konten kursus atau konten pembelajaran mereka itu akan membantu membuat program studi yang inklusif dan sesuai dengan pernyataan industri serta minat mahasiswa. Jadi artinya kedepannya kurikulum pembelajaran itu akan disusun oleh guru dan siswa serta industri secara bersama-sama. Thank you. You can continue.
So this also means that education is no more an isolated business. It is going to be involving teachers, students, and industry, all the three. And industry will have to be taken as a stakeholder. Now we take only parents, teachers, and students as stakeholders, and the institution, of course. But now industry will be a big stakeholder. This is the difference which is going to be made in Industry 4.0. Now, students can also learn useful life skills through technology by using technology in the classroom. You can use internet in the classroom, you can use all kind of online tools in the class, and you can develop essential skills of 21st century among the students. And again, all these technologies, critical thinking. So I would say that solving complex problems, design thinking, critical thinking, developing different forms of communication, etc. These are very important for anybody. And even the teachers are going to be benefiting in a huge manner, because it is again, once the mindset of the teacher is changed, and they are not now the kind of teachers that they used to be. They are facilitators now. They have to facilitate the students, and they have to act as a guide, not as a kind of a master that they can dictate the student, do this, do that. They will only facilitate depending on. And the best thing, most important thing is, we have to evaluate and appreciate each student's qualities and individuality. These are very, very important things. And one thing which I want to stress is that, which is missing among most of the institutions, is design thinking. I will explain design thinking. You may just take your time.
Oke. Jadi siswa di sini dapat mempelajari keterampilan hidup yang berguna melalui teknologi yang ada saat ini. Jadi dengan menggunakan teknologi di ruang kelas atau di ruang mereka masing-masing, baik guru maupun siswa dapat mengembangkan keterampilan yang penting untuk abad 21 ini. Jadi siswa dapat memperoleh keterampilan yang mereka butuhkan untuk sukses di masa depan, walaupun pembelajaran mereka melalui teknologi. Dan pembelajaran modern itu tentang kolaborasi dengan orang lain, memecahkan masalah yang kompleks, pemikiran tentang desain, pemikiran yang kritis, mengembangkan berbagai bentuk komunikasi dan keterampilan kepemimpinan, serta meningkatkan motivasi dan produktivitas. Jadi terlebih lagi teknologi dapat membantu mengembangkan banyak keterampilan yang praktis, termasuk membuat prestasi, belajar membedakan sumber yang dapat diandalkan dari sumber yang tidak dapat diandalkan dari internet. Maksudnya mereka bisa membedakan antara sumber yang baik dan sumber yang tidak baik, seperti itu. Menjaga etika online yang benar dan menulis email. Jadi hal ini merupakan keterampilan yang sangat penting yang dapat dikembangkan di kelas. Dan selanjutnya untuk manfaatnya bagi teacher, manfaatnya bagi guru, dengan sumber daya online yang tidak terhitung jumlahnya ini, teknologi dapat membantu meningkatkan pengajaran. Jadi guru dapat menggunakan aplikasi berbeda atau sumber daya online terpercaya untuk menyempurnakan cara mengajar tradisional dan membuat siswa itu lebih banyak terlibat dengan guru mereka. Jadi rencana untuk virtual learning, perangkat lunak penelitian dan penelitian online bisa membantu guru menghemat banyak waktu. Dan waktu yang berharga tersebut yang dimiliki oleh guru tersebut dapat digunakan untuk bekerja dengan siswa yang kesulitan. Maksudnya bisa bisa membantu siswa yang kesulitan. Jadi untuk waktu-waktu yang tersisa tadi bisa digunakan untuk membantu siswanya yang kesulitan untuk belajar, dan terlebih lagi memiliki lingkungan belajar virtual yang saat ini ada di sekolah atau perguruan tinggi atau universitas manapun. Hal itu bisa meningkatkan kolaborasi dan berbagi pengetahuan antar guru dan mahasiswa atau siswa. Thank you.
Well, design thinking is something which we must inculcate among the students. And what it is, let me explain in a simple example. You know, even if our best student is there, if you give them any problem, they will solve it. You give the problem, they will solve it. But if you ask them to find out a problem, locate a problem, they will not be able to locate. So design thinking actually is that looking at a situation which seems normal, students will find out faults with that, critically thinking, analyzing, and then first finding the problem and then finding a solution, designing a solution for that. So that is what is design thinking. And I think for this, what we can do, what Chandigarh University did was that we asked our students, especially engineering students, when they go home in winter break or summer break, find out some problem related to your field. For example, somebody from electrical engineering will go home and find out something which he or she can improve in their own home or in their village or in their locality or in their city, whatever. So similarly, a student of biotechnology will go home and find out how they can help and locating a problem, identifying a problem, then finding a solution for that. So I think this is something which will be absolutely necessary if a student has to be successful in the light of Industry 4.0. Okay. What is optimizing of technology in education? Now, let me start by saying that all over the world, we are talking about digitization, online. Let me say that online cannot replace classrooms. It can never. No, teachers cannot be replaced on classroom, or on campus teaching cannot be replaced. Everything cannot be taught online. And I am sure many countries have taken a conscious decision that those degrees, those disciplines which involve practical training, workshop training, and like engineering cannot be delivered online. The whole program cannot be delivered online. So what will be done is it will be blended learning. So you will only use the online or digital technology to the extent that it complements. Three things will be important. Well, number one, yes, technology you will have to use. Number two, you will have to innovate with technology. You cannot use the technology blindly. You will innovate with technology. And the third thing is you'll be very flexible. So if in a particular course, you can deliver 30% online, is fine. In another course, you may deliver just 10% online, or it may not be possible to deliver online. So we will have to blend the whole thing, and we should not blindly follow online or virtual world. So I normally say that virtual should not replace real world. So virtual should not kill reality. We should always keep in mind. And this is what I have said in this. So it is blended learning. You have to use digital resources. You can create podcast, which means you can create folders where students' ideas, teachers' ideas, and everything can be put, and it can be made available to the students 24/7. So when they are outside the class, they can still study. They are sitting in the lawn, they can study. They are sitting in the university, they can study. They are sitting in the hostel, they can study. So this is what I mean by this blended learning, digital resources, and podcasts for learning.
Oke, jadi online seperti ini itu tidak bisa menggantikan atau mengubah kelas tradisional, seperti misalkan di kelas biasanya kita bisa praktek, di kelas biasanya kita bisa melakukan workshop atau ada pelatihan-pelatihan yang mengharuskan kita kumpul dalam kelas, seperti itu tidak bisa dilakukan secara online. Tapi ketika hal itu semua yang tradisional itu diubah atau dipindahkan ke online seperti saat ini, mungkin bisa saja. Cuman kita harus lebih mendalami dan lebih belajar banyak lagi. Jadi seperti itu. Untuk optimisasi teknologi pada pendidikan, di sini ada pembelajaran campuran, digital resource, dan sumber daya, dan podcast untuk pelajar. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We can also use social media platforms like Twitter and Pinterest and many others. And you can use these platforms to reach out to a large number of students. In fact, large number of student population, even those who are not your students can benefit from your own ideas, your thinking, what you want to convey to the students. And let me tell you that this social media and the other media are not only used to teach the curriculum, but also to give some values, moral, social values, and also to inculcate or give other skills like soft skills and communication skills, right? So all these things can be delivered through use of social media platforms.
Oke. Oh ya, maaf, yang sebelumnya tadi saya belum jelaskan ya, untuk blended learning atau pembelajaran campuran tadi itu teknologi untuk pengajaran dan pembelajaran memiliki pembelajaran campuran yang pembelajaran campuran tersebut itu memiliki wajah yang baru. Jadi hal ini semacam kesempatan belajar menyatukan pembelajaran secara tatap muka tradisional atau di kelas-kelas seperti yang tadi dan pembelajaran online. Jadi tujuan utama dari blended learning ini untuk mempersiapkan siswa dengan gaya belajar yang beragam dan diintegrasikan ke dalam kegiatan belajar kelas sehari-hari mengajar melalui teknologi seperti blended learning memungkinkan siswa untuk belajar lebih baik dengan kecepatan yang lebih cepat dan kenyamanan mereka sendiri, dan juga dengan biaya bahan pelajaran yang lebih rendah tentunya, karena kita mendapatkan bahan dari kelas itu biasanya seperti PDF atau PPT, jadi kita tinggal download atau share lewat aplikasi chat yang lain kayak gitu. Terus untuk yang bagian ini menggunakan platform media sosial seperti Twitter dan Pinterest. Jadi Pinterest adalah media yang bagus untuk mengajar melalui teknologi, khususnya karena ini adalah media visual yang benar-benar hebat dan dapat mendorong siswa untuk berbagi proyek, aktivitas kelas, foto, dan lain-lain. Jadi teknologi untuk belajar mengajar juga dapat memasukkan Twitter juga sebagai platform pembelajaran yang baik. Jadi siswa berusia di atas 13 tahun pun dapat menggunakan hashtag penting untuk pelajaran di kelas dan mendorong partisipasi dari para ahli Twitter. Teknologi yang digunakan dalam arah yang benar juga menciptakan keajaiban dalam proses belajar mengajar. Jadi mengajar melalui teknologi pada waktu yang tepat itu dapat menginspirasi siswa untuk merangkul teknologi tanpa banyak keraguan. Jadi untuk mengoptimalkan pembelajaran mereka, guru ataupun dosen yang ada di pihak mereka itu dapat mempromosikan lingkungan belajar yang sehat di kelas dengan teknologi untuk pengajaran dan pembelajaran. Seperti itu. Thank you.
Okay, how we overcome offline to online conversion? Well, offline classes have their own advantage. A teacher can pay more attention to the students. Students would focus more on studies, more interaction between students and teachers, and it is believed that direct interaction is always better than interaction by any other mode, digital mode or any other mode. Similarly, if you look at the online classes, again, there are advantages. It saves time and resources. Students could be more comfortable as compared to offline mode of classes. Students could get a chance to know about current technology scenario of teaching and so on and so forth. But then there are disadvantages of both the systems. To my mind, there should be an optimal blend of, as I said earlier, it should be blended learning, and blending should be done in an optimal manner. And I think this COVID situation has taught everybody to use online technology. The only thing is what is required to be done, what is required to be done. And those challenges I have just listed here. The first thing is proper choice of technology. Now, actually in developing countries, the problem is that connectivity is not very good. Internet connectivity is not very good. Technology is not available to the extent it should be available. For example, in our university, as I said, we have our own UIMS, but we have acquired Blackboard. It's a costly technology, but it's a very, very, I should say, efficient and powerful technology, which is actually helping the students to properly study at all times. And let me share that we have around 30,000 students on the campus at any point of time, and all of them are now learning online. The second thing is the mindset of students and faculty. You know, by when the students are away from classroom, they tend to be lax and they tend to be non-serious. Secondly, they believe that this is just a pastime. This is not a serious business. Similarly, mindset of the teachers is also important because they will have to do something extra. I think some people might be believing that they need not do something extra. It is easier to teach online. I am sorry to say, it is difficult to teach online than in the classroom. So we must understand that you will have to change the pedagogy. You will have to change the content. You will have to devise a new content. For example, when you're in a class, a student can ask you a question right away, but when you are teaching online, you will have to create explanations so that the student will get every answer which he or she might have asked in the class. So this is very important. You may like to explain, and then I will go ahead.
Oke, jadi hal ini mengatasi konversi dari offline ke online. Jadi keuntungan dari kelas offline, seorang guru atau dosen itu bisa lebih memperhatikan siswa. Jadi yang biasanya siswa yang setiap hari ada tugas atau praktikum atau pembelajaran apapun dalam kelas, dosen atau guru bisa lebih mengontrol mereka. Untuk selanjutnya siswa akan lebih fokus pada studi. Jadi kalau misalkan di kelas itu mahasiswa atau siswa mereka belajarnya lebih fokus dan tidak terganggu dengan hal-hal yang lain. Selanjutnya lebih banyak interaksi antara siswa dan guru. Gitu. Untuk keuntungan dari kelas offline atau keuntungan dari kelas online, menghemat waktu dan sumber daya. Siswa juga bisa lebih nyaman dibandingkan dengan mode kelas offline. Siswa dapat memperoleh kesempatan untuk mengetahui tentang skenario atau alur dari teknologi pengajaran saat ini. Dan tantangannya yang beralih ke pengajaran online yaitu pertama adalah teknologi. Hal-hal yang dari tradisional terus diubah ke hal yang teknologi itu sebenarnya sulit atau benar-benar penting seperti itu ya. Selanjutnya pola pikir mahasiswa dan kampus. Untuk pola pikir mahasiswa di blended learning atau pembelajaran campuran seperti yang tadi, mungkin siswa lebih fokus memiliki pola pikir yang berbeda dari pengajaran yang online. Selanjutnya ada pelatihan fakultas yang tepat, induksi siswa yang tepat, jadi membuat konten digital yang diperlukan. Jadi beberapa masalah di online ini mahasiswa terkadang tidak serius. Contoh saja di STEKOM atau di kampus kami, ketika kuliah online menggunakan Zoom atau YouTube atau e-learning yang lain, mereka beberapa hanya mendengarkan, jadi tidak ada interaksi secara langsung. Atau mungkin ketika dosen menyapa, mereka hanya mendengarkan sambil tiduran, atau mereka hanya mendengarkan tanpa berpikir atau tanpa fokus ke hal tersebut. Bisa disambil dengan hal-hal yang lain. Dan yang terakhir, mengubah gaya pengajaran dari tradisional ke online. Jadi dari beberapa materi yang disampaikan di kelas harus dirubah ke PPT mungkin, atau ke PDF, atau ke video, atau ke yang lain. Dan manajemen dan juga pemantauan sistem. Thank you.
Okay, so what's important is training of the faculty. We normally believe that there is no need to train the faculty and you just give them technology and they can, you see, creating digital content in itself is a very technical work. And use of technology is also very, very important. Similarly, proper induction of the student should be there. We should be able to create requisite digital content. Then we will have to change the pedagogy. As I said, teaching styles will have to change. And most important is there should be a proper management and monitoring of the system, online system. Like, you know, in the offline system, we monitor the classes, we do everything, but in online, many a times the universities and colleges do not monitor the quality of content, the quality of interaction that is taking place, and the satisfaction level of the student. So I would suggest that uh, every month at least there should be an interactive session with the students, not teaching, only interactive session to understand what are their difficulties, are they actually satisfied, and also we should conduct some tests which actually shows the level of their understanding and getting the content like in the classroom. So all these things if we take, I think the online thing is something which is going to be permanent. It is not related only to COVID. As I said earlier, in Chandigarh University, we have been doing it right from the beginning, and therefore, for us, the conversion was not very difficult. The teachers already knew, and all the content used to be put online. And the advantage is that this content is available to the student 24/7. So even when they are at home, they can study that. But monitoring of the students is very, very important. And we should encourage post-COVID, we should encourage the students to do certifications from some good universities, good industry, those certifications, certificate courses, short-term courses, which will help them get good employment and become good professionals and researchers. So thank you so much for your time. And any questions or queries are there, I'll be very happy to answer.
Okay, thank you for your presentation, Mr. Bawa. Oke, di bagian yang oh maaf, di sini sudah ada beberapa pertanyaan ya yang dari Zoom chat.
Oke, jadi tadi dari pertanyaan yang di room chat, Profesor Gonca sudah menjawab beberapa pertanyaan tersebut. So for Professor Gonca, thank you for answering the question in the chat. It was very helpful. And now we have some question also. It's in Bahasa, and we will translate it in English. So the first one is from Unang Ahlison. The question is, the skill are soft skill and hard skill. What can teacher do for gaining the hard skill of students by using online technology?
Well, I think online technology will provide you in offline. If you want to improve your soft skills, it will be only the teacher which will be giving you. Whereas online, you can use a number of other digital resources. And I would say that digital resources will be complementing your effort of the teacher in terms of improving your soft skill, which would mean that you can see videos, you can see pronunciation, you can see many other things which are not normally available in the class. So I would say that use of digital resources will help you improve on all fronts, not only from one angle, because a teacher will have its own limitations. Somebody can be very good, but they will not be able to give you all dimensions of your soft skills. Whereas online, you can get all the dimensions of soft skills.
Oke, jadi skill atau keahlian soft skill ini dapat diterapkan atau dapat melengkapi guru dan muridnya. Jadi ketika offline atau tradisional kelas biasa, pengajaran biasa, hanya guru yang tahu atau mengerti soft skill atau keahlian murid tersebut. Tapi di online learning ini atau pembelajaran online, semua murid pun dapat mengerti atau mengetahui keahlian soft skill mereka sendiri. Okay, so we also have next question. So we have another one. I'm sorry, let me see. Okay, so it's from Rani Agus in for learning or online learning it's quite hard to do based on practice learning, right? So how to overcome that? How to do or how to overcome the
Good
online
grammar and spelling
learning
are
that we
important,
are
but
not
if you want to write
easy to
essays that
practice
inspire,
and the
Assalamualaikum
company
warahmatullahi
right
wabarakatuh, Bapak Ibu,
nowadays is
peserta
not easy
internasional webinar
or
yang saya hormati.
do not
Ya,
hire a
sudah
lot
tertera
of
di layar ini
internship.
adalah poster
So how do
internasional
we
webinar ya,
overcome
yang
that?
akan diselenggarakan
Internship.
pada hari Sabtu tanggal
I
19
don't get the proper
Desember
question. What is
2020
the
jam
main
9
question?
sampai jam
So
12
in
WIB.
this online
Nah, di
learning
sini
we are quite
sudah
hard
tertera link
or it's not easy
pendaftarannya
to do a
s.id
practice,
Okay.
right?
daftar vokasi
Well,
Jaya.
I
Untuk
think I agree
mendaftar
with you
webinar
that sitting
internasional
at your
ini cukup
home
kita
and
ketikkan
concentrating is very
link yang di
important. In
sini
fact,
ke
I
browser
have got a
yang
lot of
kita punya ya.
such questions from
Atau
my own
bisa
students,
kalau
and
dapat
they say
dari
they
info
cannot
dari
concentrate,
broadcast
they
WA,
cannot focus
tinggal
for a
klik
long
saja
time,
linknya maka
and it's
akan
very
menuju
difficult.
ke
And what
website
about hands-on
pendaftaran.
kind of
Ya, kita buka dulu web
projects or
pendaftarannya. Saya
internship
buka
if you want
browser
to do?
saya.
Well, my
Link
suggestion to all the
pendaftaran di
students
sini ya,
is that they can do 3-4
s.id/daftar
things during this COVID time, and I
vokasi
share with my
Jaya.
students also.
Kita
So you are
enter,
all
maka
like my
tampilannya
own
akan
students. So
seperti
I
ini ya,
will share with you.
International
Number
Workshop.
one,
Ya,
please take
kita
care
bisa
of
melihat
your
informasinya di sini ya.
personal
Kemudian di
health.
sini overview-nya dan lain
Your mental and
sebagainya.
physical
Di
health
sini
are very,
juga
very
sudah
important.
dilengkapi dengan
Because when you are
ID
sitting home,
Zoom
you are
ya,
not in
dan
contact with
passwordnya
your
sudah ada
friends, you
semua.
are not
Link
able to go
YouTube-nya
to the
juga sudah ada
university,
di sini ya.
are not able to
Ya, kita
participate in
klik
other
di sini
activities.
untuk mendaftar
So
kelas
you
ini ya.
tend to
Ada
become
button klik di
tense,
sini.
you are
Ya,
stressed,
akan muncul
you are not
tampilan
able to
seperti ini.
focus.
Bila Bapak Ibu
So
sudah pernah
you
mengikuti
should
workshop
eat
sebelumnya
well, you should
atau
sleep
webinar
well,
sebelumnya
and you should
dengan
take exercise. Regular
apa
exercise is a very, very important thing during this difficult time. This is during this difficult time. The second thing is that you must prepare a schedule. You must prepare a timetable for you. Your time management is very important. You know, normally what happens, beta, is that you will waste your time here and there. You will fall back on your current performance, and then you become stressed. The more you become stressed, the less you will be able to concentrate. And when you are not able to concentrate, you will not be able to study. So prepare a schedule, follow it strictly, and practice mindfulness. I don't know whether this concept is there with you, but we do teach this kind of thing, some kind of meditation, some kind of yoga, some kind of breathing exercises. So it will help you ease your stress. Your stress will be uh, decreased. So you can concentrate more. And above all, you must not keep totally cut off from your parents or your friends, and spend some quality time. When you are tired, don't overtire yourself. Sometimes we overwork, but results are not there. So please take breaks, small breaks, but prepare a schedule. And don't fall back upon you should not have arrears, like you are not whatever work is given today, you say, okay, it doesn't matter because I am home, I can do it tomorrow. But you will never be able to do that. So do your work on the same day, prepare your schedule, take good care of yourself. I'm sure you will be able to come out very good through this time. But in general, I am of the opinion that digital learning or online learning should be blended. Some part online learning. When the post-COVID, we will have a new normal, and then I think things will start working. In the meantime, you can follow these things. It will help you.
Oke, jadi Profesor bahwa membagikan beberapa things atau tips yang Profesor bagikan ke muridnya sendiri juga. Yang pertama di masa pandemi ini agar bisa lebih produktif. Jadi yang pertama adalah jaga kesehatan mental dan fisik Anda. Jadi biasanya kalau sehari-hari kita pergi ke sekolah, ini kita hanya di rumah, jadi kita harus menjaga kesehatan kita biar kita bisa konsentrasi di kelas dan di kegiatan lainnya. Yang kedua juga kita harus membuat schedule atau mengatur waktu kita. Jadi yang awalnya kita sudah ada jadwal teratur, pergi sekolah tiap hari, pergi ke universitas tiap hari, tapi sekarang di masa pandemi ini kita tidak bisa, jadi kita harus membuat schedule kita sendiri. Lalu yang ketiga adalah meditasi. Dalam hal ini, meditasi sangat penting agar jiwa kita juga didetox atau terpulihkan. Lalu juga jangan lupa untuk quality time dengan keluarga Anda. Dan Profesor Bawa juga percaya bahwa offline dan online learning ini atau kegiatan offline dan online ini harus bisa digabungkan. Jadi tidak hanya online saja yang lebih bagus atau offline saja yang lebih bagus, tapi keduanya bisa disatukan. Okay. So okay, Kak Azet, maybe you can say the next question.
Okay. Okay, here is any question. Yes, here is any question. Wait a moment. Okay. Sorry, this is from Prani Agus. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Here is any question from Tia Kala. Ini pertanyaan dari YouTube. Apakah akan ada masa di mana kemajuan teknologi mengurus tenaga kerja manusia dan karya yang dasar pembuatannya handmade gitu. Jadi here is any question, Mister, from Tia Tala. The question is, for the future or now, is there a period of technological advancement in terms of human labor and their work also? That means, is that any session or is there any period about technological advancement for human labor?
No, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat the question?
Okay, is there a period of technological advancement in terms of human labor? Is there any?
Is there any?
Is there any technological advance for human labor?
No, what is the word you are using? Is there any?
Is there any period of technological advancement? That is the term of human labor. About the technological advancement for human labor.
Technological advancement.
Yeah. Okay. In fact, I think human labor in future, there will be those jobs which are repetitive jobs will be taken over by the machine. So jobs which will be available to the humans will be those, number one, where they will maintain, program, and create new machines, or those works which machines cannot do. And it may sound a little strange, but machines will also be able to do only high-end technological jobs, like if you are to production of cars, etc., machines will do that. They will be able to do welding, they will be able to do all those kind of things. But when it comes to construction, when it comes to plumbing, when it comes to sanitary work, all those things, they will never be taken over by the machines, not in the near future. Even managing the hotels will be taken over by the machines, but not everything. There'll be some people who'll be working in the front desk, there'll be some people working in the you can be in the back desk, but if you say waiters can be robots, other kind of things be there, but I don't think it is going to take away all the labor, all the human labor. The only thing is the labor will have to reorient themselves. We will have to train. That is what I said. We'll have to train our students in many things. And, machine learning and AI is going to create the biggest problem for human labor. AI and machine learning, because once the machines are created which keep on learning themselves, they will keep on learning, they can keep on improving themselves, then I think they will compete with humans. Before that, I think it's going to take a lot of time, but at the same time, our students must be trained. I will use two words. The future labor must be enabled and empowered. Enabled and empowered. Empowered with whatever is available, enabled to de-learn and relearn quickly. So they will have to learn a lot of technologies. They will have to forget about the previous ones, and then I think the human labor can continue to be relevant.
Okay. Thank you. Jadi untuk tenaga kerja di masa depan itu bukan berarti semuanya terubah menjadi mesin ya. Maksudnya tidak digantikan oleh mesin semuanya gitu. Jadi kenapa sih harus membuat program untuk mesin yang untuk program mesin kayak gitu? Padahal dari semua mesin atau robot yang dibuat itu mereka butuh teknologi yang sangat tinggi. Jadi contohnya saja untuk manajemen hotel, memanage hotel by mesin atau robot itu tidak semuanya bisa dilakukan oleh robot. Jadi ada beberapa hal atau beberapa pekerjaan yang tidak bisa dilakukan oleh robot. Jadi yang hanya bisa melakukan adalah manusia seperti itu. Jadi untuk teknologi itu hanya membantu manusia dalam menyelesaikan pekerjaannya. Seperti itu.
Okay, Professor Gonca, maybe you want to add something to the question?
Well, there is one thing it reminds me. For example, the classes takes a long time. It was taking long time, like 3 hours, an hour class. But in online learning, it's a little bit different because you should make it less, not very very long time. Otherwise, if it is too long, nobody cares what you are talking about. That's the point. And maybe you should bring more creative thoughts and works to the students and to the people. But I'm totally agree to Dr. Boa about his mentioning about the health of mental health and the body health. The health is so important. If you carry on, if you are healthy, you can just do anything you want. If you have a target, if you can just reach your target, you can do it, and you can do it better than before because you have more connection than before, because you have a network, you have a social some other kind of social way to discuss things and discuss details and discuss the world to the others. So this means you have a lot of opportunity. Of course, there are some kind of dangers this online world, but machine learning, artificial intelligence, this makes something hard to human, because if you are using your body, uh, that kind of machine power just takes you off to that job. But if you can create, or if you can do something, some writing software, or do something with the information technology, to creating the information technology, it makes you it will give you a chance and if it can make you a better chance, better opportunity for the future. That's some points from my side, but you can never do. I'm really strongly recommending not give more than 40 minutes classes, online classes, I mean, to the students. Otherwise, nobody is just listening to you. Okay, thank you.
Oke, thank you Profesor Gonca. Jadi tambahan dari Profesor Gonca adalah kalau biasanya online kelas online ini periodenya cukup lama ya, jadi sekitar 1 jam lebih sampai 3 jam. Sedangkan offline kelas atau kelas yang offline yang tradisional itu biasanya tidak terlalu lama atau lebih efektif lah sepertinya menggunakan waktu. Dari ini kita bisa lihat kalau misalnya kita terlalu lama kelasnya, murid itu tidak terlalu mendengarkan atau hanya ada saja di kelas, tidak berpartisipasi. Dari ini kita bisa menambahkan peralatan yang inovatif, peralatan untuk belajar yang inovatif dan kreatif untuk menambah kreativitas atau partisipasi dari murid itu sendiri. Lalu Profesor Gonca juga setuju dengan Profesor bahwa kalau mental kita atau jiwa kita ditata dan dijaga, pasti juga kita akan belajar atau kita dapat bersosialisasi secara online dengan baik, dan dari sosialisasi tersebut kita bisa mendapatkan opportunity, mendapatkan manfaat Oke. Jadi dari ketika kita dapat bersosialisasi dengan baik, meskipun itu di online, kita juga mendapatkan manfaat dan kesempatan yang lebih baik pula. Lalu dan yang terakhir dari Profesor Gonca adalah ketika online kelas kita harus lebih kreatif dan tidak harus terlalu lama. Yang penting materi itu efisien dan dapat tersampaikan. Oke. Untuk sekarang saya berikan ke rektor kita, Joseph. Oke, untuk waktu dan tempat saya persilahkan.
Okay, thank you very much. And the last question is from Edi Siswanto, is the leader of IGVI Indonesian Vocational Teacher Association, and he would like to ask, what is your opinion about when this is what happened in this world right now, because in Indonesia he said that about because this pandemic, and then in Indonesia is many of Indonesian cannot get a job. It's about 60 or 50 to 60% of Indonesian cannot get a job because this pandemic. And at the same time, for the industry, there is a changement of the requirement of the human resource, because it changed to technology. It changed to robotic and technology that requires less human for the industry. So, what is your opinion about this? Because the industry only need less of human resource, but we need to educate our students to have entrepreneurship spirit, to more and more diligent, to more and more have a good skill get to let them more easy to get a job. But in the jobs world, there is less and less requirement about the other side, the industry side, the industrial side. They only need the technology, robotic, maybe for the next 5 years or 10 years, less human in this industry. What is your opinion about this? That's the question from the Edi Siswanto. Maybe Prof. Kunkateli or Prof. Bawa, you can ask for first which one. Thank you very much.
What is the question?
Okay, which first? Miss Bawa, okay, ladies first, maybe.
Yes, we can say. Okay, go ahead, Professor. I will follow you. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to know the question. Please, can you repeat the question?
Okay. I think now there's a loss of jobs in Indonesia, and you were mentioning that it's going to be the machines will be used for the human resource. So there must be some solution for the humans. What will be the future for the humans? As I understand, Josh. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me clarify on this. There are two things which are important we must understand. The first is, the current loss of jobs may be due to COVID. So COVID factor is there. COVID factor will, I think, slowly fade away and jobs will be returning. But the second factor that the machines will be taking over, machine will be taking, as I said earlier, I repeat that, machine will take over only highly sophisticated jobs which are repetitive in nature. I gave you an example. Say, for example, working in a chemical factory, it will be done by robots. Repeated jobs on an assembly line for cars, for scooters, for motorcycles. But still, there'll be some jobs which the robots cannot do. AI will not be able to do. And second thing is that we can categorize the jobs. I said, with those jobs which are not repetitive type, like I gave you an example also, construction of buildings is one, plumbing is another, sanitation is a third one, which are not repetitive, which you don't repeat. Every house, everything will need a different kind of, you can say, job or different kind of work. So those jobs cannot be taken away, number one. Number two, we will have to train our youth, educated youth first. And you can categorize. There'll be some jobs for educated youth. There'll be some jobs for non-educated or less educated jobs. Those people who are educated, they will have to be well versed with coding, programming, handling sophisticated machines, and creating machines, because machines will not come from anywhere. All these machines which will take over human job will have to be created by humans, and they will be managed by humans. They will be programmed by humans. And I want to stress one point. If you look at the computers, size of the computer has not increased, but its capacity to work has increased. And that capacity has been increased by programmers. That is done by humans. So it is the humans who will extract work out of the machine. So we should not be afraid from that point of view. It is to increase efficiency and decrease cost that we will have machines. But machines will not take over. They will not be able to take over all the jobs of the humans. Yeah, this is my take on it.
Okay.
I will translate first. Okay, wait, one second. Okay, 1 minute. Nah, jadi menurut Prof. Bawa itu bahwa kita harus bisa jeli melihat ada bagian-bagian tertentu dari sebuah industri yang memang tidak bisa digantikan oleh robot dan belum pada saatnya tergantikan oleh robot atau teknologi. Nah, kita harus bisa jeli melihat nih, teman-teman ya. Bagian manakah yang memang belum bisa tergantikan dan belum tergantikan, dan itu yang bisa kita perkuat inovasinya. Kita perkuat kemampuan kita dalam mengedukasi siswa-siswa kita, dan kita perkuat juga platformnya atau sistemnya di bagian tersebut, sehingga tenaga kerja manusia ini justru nanti di kemudian dan di masa depan itulah mereka yang akan menciptakan robot-robot itu dan menciptakan teknologi-teknologi baru untuk robot-robot tersebut, yang dimana pengeluaran atau cost dari industri itu bisa lebih berkurang. Jadi kita didik tenaga-tenaga ini yang ya human ini ya bisa menjadi kreator atau menjadi pemikirnya untuk robot-robot tersebut di masa depan, dan tentunya di sana akan sangat terbuka lebar karena akan banyak sekali robot-robot di masa depan, dan kita sebagai manusianya juga tidak perlu takut karena kita tahu karena ada bagian-bagian tertentu dari industri yang memang tidak bisa digantikan oleh robot, dan itu yang kita harus jeli dulu melihat tiap industri mungkin beda permasalahan bagian mananya. Nah, dan dari situ kita bisa masukkan human ke sana dan arah pengembangan ke depan karena selalu akan berkembang teknologi ini. Nah, kita perkuat juga dari masalah kualitas manusia dan kualitas siswa dan kualitas pendidikannya, sehingga bagian-bagian yang tidak bisa tergantikan oleh robot tersebut menjadi lebih kuat. Dan kita juga berusaha untuk membuat penemuan-penemuan baru atau inovasi baru yang bisa meningkatkan kerja dari robot-robot tersebut atau membuat robot-robot baru. Seperti itu, teman-teman ya. Oke, Miss Konkateli.
Yes. I think it is okay for robots to do things that have a negative impact on human life. So if there is a job like Dr. Boa said, chemistry factory or plumbing, or say something, for example, some like the places very dangerous to human life, it's okay to do these things, to leave these things to the robots. But local products and retail are becoming increasingly important. After COVID-19 in Turkey, we faced a huge improvement in retail technology, a huge improvement in information technology part. So these areas are becoming very important, and we need to. I mean, not only for Turkish people but also Indonesians, we need to return to our own agricultural or cultural products, because there is a great potential in service sector and information technology sector and retail sector. So we need to think all these things all the way around, like 360 degrees in our lives, and how can we make better solutions to the other people's lives. So this is the thing I want to explain for your question. Thank you.
Konkateli. Jadi jawaban dari Prof. Konkateli adalah bahwa bidang-bidang kerja atau bidang-bidang di mana yang membutuhkan banyak manusia ini perlu didefinisikan lebih akurat lagi. Karena tiap negara itu mungkin berbeda ya, tiap provinsi juga berbeda kondisinya. Coba kita melihat kembali mendefinisikan kira-kira bagian mana yang bisa diperkuat. Dan saran dari dia adalah jasa penjualan atau retail secara online itu banyak sekali membutuhkan tenaga kerja. Kalau di Turki ya, seperti itu kasusnya. Jadi mulai dari hulu ke hilir, mulai dari factory-nya sampai ke end user-nya, itu masih banyak sekali membutuhkan tenaga kerja. Entah mungkin bisa diterapkan juga di Indonesia, karena kita melihat juga di Indonesia perkembangan untuk online e-commerce dan marketing ini juga cukup tinggi ya. Nah, mulai dari hulu ke hilirnya itu masih banyak sekali membutuhkan tenaga kerja manusia. Belum bisa diotomatis, belum bisa diterapkan memakai robot. Seperti itu kira-kira ya, teman-teman. Oke, pertanyaan tadi mengakhiri webinar internasional kita yang pada teman-teman semua di bulan Januari nanti akan juga ada webinar internasional dengan negara lain, dan kita akan banyak melihat dan belajar dari mereka dan membandingkan apa yang baik yang bisa kita pelajari dan kita bisa dapatkan, itulah yang berguna. Apa yang baik yang bisa kita contoh, itulah yang berguna, yang jelek jangan dicontoh. Kemudian terima kasih untuk thank you very much for Professor Concatelli and Professor Bawa, and also for Dr. Andre. I'm very grateful and and hope you that after pandemic, hope you can go to Indonesia, go to Bali Islands or go to our university, and we will meet and discuss and maybe you more and more have a good collaboration between your country and Indonesian country, and also with Indonesian Vocational as a Teacher Association. And very, very thank you very much. And I hope that in the future we can also have a next collaboration. And this is not the end of this collaboration. Maybe in the future, we will have a better and more have a good relationship with your country and also with Indonesian, and we also a lot of Prof. Konkateli. You are very smart and very very and also very beautiful, right? And also Dr.
Thank
Andrew.
you very much.
Yes, Dr. Andrew and Prof. Bawa. Uh, yeah, from your presentation, I also know there is maybe the technology situation in India is quite good, right? And it's maybe more better than Indonesian, I think, in India. Okay. And also for to you, and hope you can join again in our next international webinar. Okay. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next event of international webinar. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Ben.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.